our focus on women, right? So now, how can you become a member of Wpsyg? So we have a Google form, which you would have access to this collab actually. So actually, I will have to share the link to this for everyone to have access to. So you can become a member by filling our form. It's very brief. We just ask you some few questions, your status, your field of specialization, and then what you can bring on and all of that. So if you were interested, you could just complete the form to be part of us as well. So we have different links, social media links. That's Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. So it would be great if you all could follow us so that you could keep updated with our work every day. So coming to today, what we actually plan for today is that you'll be introduced to Python programming, and then would actually take you through some Python libraries, and then and we'll be doing this through some tutorials. So what we plan to do is that we have the tutors who presented the materials. So they'll present a material on a particular topic for 25 minutes. Afterwards, then you move into breakout rooms. I would coordinate that. And in each breakout room, you're going to have a tutor. Actually, you'll be having 3 tutors who would be with you to walk through the exercises with you. So during the breakout rooms, please get involved. We are not expecting the tutors to do the work. You are going to do it yourself. We want you to get hands-on experience. So you should try to participate as much as you can. Okay, so today is a 2-day course, and so for today would be working on Python arithmetic operations, which will be taken by Faith Benson, and the second will be manipulating lists and tuples and dictionaries, which will be taken by Dio and then Soha, and then the third tutorial for today will be on writing functions and loops. Yay, you have so many things to learn. They're going to be fun. I promise. So what we do first of all is that Faith would first of all give a presentation on Python arithmetic, and then afterwards we move to breakout rooms, then would practice whatever we have learned throughout the presentation. So during the presentations, you can ask questions on the chats, and the tutors we are also in, so you can receive response from anyone. Any of the tutors can respond to you. Just put your questions in the chat and they will all be happy to assist you. So before we get to the first session, I want to talk briefly about what Python basically is, so that you have a broad sense of idea of what actually Python is, because assume that all of us are here to learn and we've heard of Python and want to know what Python is. So Python is basically a very simple open source programming language. So when we say open source, it actually basically means that you can have people contribute to it. So sometimes somebody can write a very nice Python function that completes some problem. I've used function, but you probably get to understand what a function is in more details during the tutorials. So someone can just write that and then submit to Python, and then they add it to their repos so that people can actually make use of it. So when you learn Python right now, you can actually contribute to the language. You can think about something that Python doesn't provide, and you say that, okay, I want to write a particular Python function that maybe will calculate somebody's walking steps or something. Just think about anything. Then you make it available for people to use. So that's why we say it's open source. So Python is also new, and it's I should say it's quite simple than other programming languages like Java, like C++. So we assume that you can actually learn it without facing like a huge challenge. Of course, there's nothing new that you can learn without facing problems, but of course, we don't expect you to face so like huge problems or that kind of a thing. And it was developed by Gudon van Rossmann, which was in 1989. So what can we actually do with Python? So Python has so many applications and probably that is why it has become popular in time, because people actually are able to use it for so many things. So we have just highlighted three main things that we can use Python for, right? So first is web development. I mean, we're all familiar with what a website is. So like a website, so and normally people use like Django, Flask, which are based in Python. So some people just use Python basically for web development. Others also use it for machine learning. So machine learning, for instance, we know that in this face recognition systems, where you use your phone and then it takes your face and then unlocks your mobile phone for you, and all of that. So all of these are machine learning algorithms. So right now, I know most of you are here to learn Python for your own reasons. Someone maybe web development, another person machine learning. Someone else will be interested in doing both, or even data analysis. So in Python too, you can use it for data analysis. So we have like packages like Matplotlib, which you'll be learning. You have Seaborn, you get to learn all of that you can use to produce very beautiful plots, and use to analyze your data, do descriptive statistics, whatever you want to do with it. So basically, these are the things Python can help us do. So first of all, I'm going to share. So what we did is that we created a GitHub repo. Thanks again to our tutors for putting this up. So we have a very beautiful GitHub repo that contains all the notebooks to everything we'll be using. So we have the Python arithmetic operations, manipulating lists, and writing functions. That is going to be the focus for today. So I'll be sharing this link on the chat. What we want you to do first of all is just go on this, just click on the link. I'll be putting it in the chat here. Just a second. Good. So I've put the link in there. Okay, some people are in the waiting room. I'm sorry. Admit. Oh, okay. So these are the notebooks, but for today we'll start with Python arithmetic. So when you go on the GitHub, when you open this link I have sent to you, you come to this page, then just click on the Python arithmetic operations. Once you click that, you'd see a small logo here which is called Open in Colab. So you can just click Open in Colab, then it opens this for you. So once that is also open, we recommend that you should go here on File, and on File you do save a copy to, or save a copy in Drive. So it will save this in your Drive, your Google Drive. So that was why I sent an email yesterday recommending that you all have Gmail installed. So we are using Colab to ensure that you don't have to go through the struggle of installing Python on your local machine. Colab is like already has most of the things like available for you, and that's why we're using Colab. But after the tutorial, if you want, I think we've put some link to Python that you can just follow the steps to install it on your local machine. Otherwise, we can still help you with some materials if you want. So you save a copy in your Drive. Once you save a copy in your Drive, then yeah, you have this, and then you can follow the tutorials along. So it's already time, and I want to end here and invite Faith Benson, who will be leading us in the tutorial for Python arithmetic operations. So Faith, the floor is yours now. So. Hi, Faith. Hello, Faith. Okay. So Faith is sharing her screen to start her presentation. Faith, can you please speak or something? I think we cannot hear you if, in case you're speaking or anything. We can only see your
Okay,
screen.
can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear. And could you just do Control Plus to sort of increase your the font of your presentation?
Okay.
Thank you. And then
This fine?